Stream started. Where you gonna open up at? I never know. I like open up. Where do these things open up at? I have no clue. Oh, it opened up over here. Gotta hear my song. Gotta hear my song. I see you, Gracie. Gotta hear my song. Gotta hear my song. You can't have. We gonna we gonna have since I don't have a theme song yet, cause my brother doesn't love me. I gotta hear my theme song. Gotta bear with me. Gotta get my theme song in.
Something tells me that after I do this, I won't feel the same.
Something tells me I won't feel the same. Y'all don't hear it.
It ain't drugs, it ain't lust, but it feels like it's numbing my pain.
I don't know what it is, but I wish this is the kind of relationship y'all
I've
can
been
have.
hurt for so long, I forgot how to love. Is that strange?
Is that strange? Is that strange? Yeah.
Something tells me you know what I mean, and you feel the same. There ain't no quiet, but I hear the angels sing. Holy as water, falling from heaven's feet. Oh, baby, there ain't no altar,
There ain't no water.
but I can't help but praise.
Y'all don't hear
Ooh, baby, tell me this feeling I'm feeling is not in vain.
Yeah.
'Cause you
I wish all of y'all could find this type of relationship that have you looking back and wondering, what was I doing before this?
and you stay beside me.
Yeah, this song is that song that you be singing when you meet the one.
Easy to love,
I'm not easy to love.
promise I'll change.
I'm not easy to love. So anybody put up with me,
Something tells me you know what I've been through, and
some tells me you know what I've been through though, and you feel the same. Same.
There ain't no quiet,
There ain't no quiet.
but I hear the angels sing.
Listen.
Holy as water, falling from heaven's feet. Oh, baby, there ain't no altar,
Y'all don't hear. This is Kirby.
but I can't help but breathe.
I can't help but breathe.
Oh, baby, tell me this feeling I'm feeling is not in vain. Tell me ain't in vain, baby.
Why'd you do this to us? Why Kirby do this to us? Why? Somebody just tell me why. I'm waiting. Vain, baby. Vain, baby. Vain. I got. So y'all gonna be hearing that song a lot. Yeah, y'all gonna be hearing that song a lot. So get ready for it. Buckle up. I don't care. You don't like it. I don't care. That's Vain by Kirby. I found her here on this app, and she is her whole vibe is off the chain. She's I say yeah, she's off the chain. How's it go? How dresses? I'm glad you're here, dresses and sword, because I'll wait for some other people because we got to talk about. We got to talk about it. Yeah, y'all. I listened to y'all last night. I told you what my doubts were, and yes, you see it. You see what I got down there, right? We're gonna go over it. Yeah, that was Kirby the singing. She's amazing. Listen, listen. I told you all this didn't make no sense last night, but people tell me y'all told me I just was out the game for too long and I didn't understand how the game worked. I don't think y'all know how deep I was in the game, but I digressed. I digressed because you know I was digging. You know I was digging. Yep, I was digging, and then we got updated information. In case you haven't seen my video, I was like, "Where's the footage of Mama running after the guy?" Dresses, dresses. Don't steal it. You remember I say why nobody came out until the car left. I said that. I said why nobody came out to the car. But I'm gonna say this. This family dynamic already has me kind of thrown, right? I'm gonna say that because her last name is Williams. This is Siobhan. If I pronounced it correct incorrectly, I don't care. It's Siobhan Williams. This is the mother of 7-year-old Jamal White. I mean Jamal White Jr. And this is what wasn't making sense to me. And we're gonna get into it. We You knew there would be more to the story. I knew it didn't. I was like, it doesn't sit right with me that you all. I couldn't put this on. It didn't make any sense. I know people are used to watching TV movies and how street gangs and organizations act. We ain't kidnapping no children. We are not kidnapping no children. It don't work like that. I keep telling people like that. We don't kidnap. No, that was insulting to me. To people that's still going around saying this is organizational and they kidnapped the child. For what? The child don't know. The 7-year-old don't owe us any money. We had the same feeling like we did over Justice. Yep. Right. Right. I had the same feeling. And people just told her, but we're here to talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna share the. So this is the article that I just saw that just came out about. If you check my video, I think it came out more than an hour ago. It says an hour, but it's been sitting up on that screen waiting for this live ever since I made my video about it. So, like I say, let's scroll up. Let's scroll up some. We're going to read this together. We're going to go over what they say. So, this is the mother. This is Siobhan. Now, this picture of this man right here, that is not Corey. I'm going to get to that. But that is not Corey. That is Jamel White. That's Jamel White. That's Jamal White's brother. Now, Jamal was the coward that ran in the house and they shut the door. They were brothers. But this article says, and I was like, I'm going to, always quote my sources. Get sources in there so y'all can read it with me. So let's go. Authorities have arrested the parents of 7-year-old Jamal White Jr. after uncovering what they allege was a staged kidnapping scheme aimed at fraudulently collecting donations through a GoFundMe campaign. Do you understand this? Do you understand how mad I was when I read this? Do you understand when I read this article and I had someone in Wisconsin reach out to me and they were telling me some other information? We're going to get to that. But do you understand how mad I was when I read this article? You traumatized your 7-year-old child to raise money for to exploit the community's pain and suffering that they would have been feeling for you. And none of this is, and now I understand. You remember last night, I didn't understand why he was not back with his family. I didn't understand why he was still in CPS custody. Now I understand. So the child's mother identified, and you remember when I said these not 25-year-olds. This woman's 32 years old, okay? This is not a jit. This is a 32-year-old woman. The child's and I want to say that I know Jamal. I know his exact age because his twin brother is 27. I know his exact age from his arrest record. Yeah, he got arrested for shooting the gun at the people that were helping search. I think there's something to him shooting the gun at the people that were searching. I think they were getting too close, and he wanted to scare them off. Yep, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. So the article says the mother identified a 32-year-old Siobhan Williams, also known online as Paris Marie, and a man identified as Corey Williams, who shares her last name, had both been taken into custody. Now, it says the parents, but I don't think Corey, I don't know. Now, I don't know if she just fostered the child off on Jamal and is Corey is the father. I don't know. I don't know if Corey's her brother. They share the same last name, right? They don't say what they say their parents. They said both the parents in the article. But I have questions because they also put this picture up, and we know that that picture right there is not is Jamal. That is Jamel. That is the twin brother of Jamal, the father of Jamal Jr. Y'all following this? Or y'all following me? All right. So then he goes and says, according to law enforcement, the pair are accused of orchestrating the disappearance to solicit public sympathy and financial support. Investigators allege that the pair they plan to the plan involved falsely reporting Jamal missing, launching a fundraiser campaign for his safe return, and then later staging his recovery. I'm gonna come back to that. I don't buy this. I'm not buying this. I say what I'm gonna say what I say. You can feel about it the way you want to, and yes, I think they're evil. I'm breaking it. However, the plan unraveled when police located Jamal before the scheme could be fully carried out. I hope somebody got me something to drink. Jamal was found safe before any significant funds were withdrawn, and he is now reported in the custody of Child Protective Services as the case continues. Sharon Williams was arrested just days after filing the missing person report. Charges are reportedly pending for both parents, and prosecutors are working in coordination with child welfare and authorities and cyber crimes unit to assess the full scope of the incident, including any financial crimes. Yes, Crumb Snatcher. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Tell your dad to send my card too. Go get my card. Yeah, yeah. Go tell him. Yeah, tell him. Yeah. Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Had to get something to drink. Crumb Snatcher heard me coughing. Had to bring me something to drink. All right. So back to this. Back to where we were. So charges are reportedly pending on both parents, and prosecutors are working in coordination with child welfare authorities and cyber crimes unit to assess the full scope of the incident, including any financial crimes. While some online sources claim that Corey Williams may have been the mastermind behind the alleged scheme, these allegations have not been formally confirmed by police. All right. The case has sparked outrage online while expressing belief, yeah, yada, yada, yada. Authorities emphasize that staging a kidnapping is not only a serious crime, but also undermines resources and trust. All right, we knew that. But I want to go back now to, all right, let's look. This is this is hers. Now I have an updated one of that because I went to the website, and the one you see on my page on my video is the one I got that says her bond has been set at $10,000. And I thought that was interesting. Her bond is set at $10,000, but they haven't her charge summary says still pending. So they haven't said what charges she's been charged with. And then we go to Corey Williams. Can y'all see? That's the picture of Corey. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there he is. It's Corey Williams, and his bond is set at $75,000. And there's a hold. If you notice, there's a hold on both of them. Yeah, there's a hold on her. All right. and there's a hold on him also. So this is Corey. So this Corey looks different than Jamel. All right. I don't know. Here we go again. Here we go again. I have not mentioned anything in TikTok on that bullshit. TikTok on that bullshit. What, you want to come get in your bed? All right. Bella wanted to come get. You know, Bella can't stay away. She has to come in and see what was going on. So, excuse me while I fill out this appeal. We know we're not gonna win the appeal, but we figure them out anyway. So yeah, she's behind me somewhere. Yeah, she's directly behind me. As a matter of fact, she's directly behind me of the chair. She won't want me to move. Thought she was gonna get on the bed. So let's get it. Let's get it. What was I missing? Now, when I tell you all something, right? I want you all to start believing me. I want y'all to start believing me. I said that this game, everybody I talked to, I was talking to that had been in the game before, and we said the same thing. We said this is not something we would do. This is not something we would do. No, this is some made for TV shit, right? This is not something we would do. The 7 year we're not a savage cartel. I know people like to believe things about certain things because I tell people you don't know what you're talking about, stop talking about it. But people like to believe things about certain things, and I'm like so tired of people bringing their TV knowledge to the real world. At the end of the day, it made no sense that. And you look at the video. You all remember we looked at the video, right? And I said that if I was there to shoot somebody, I would have shot him in the back. It was a perfect opportunity. Somehow you have the weapon, you drew the weapon, and you managed to get to the house. Yeah, something not right here. And I also said I didn't believe that that gun was loaded. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I still, and then I remember. Okay, I read the father's statement. Y'all remember the father came out with that statement he posted, and he said, "Let me find that statement because that made me mad too." Uh-huh. Where he was saying he didn't care what you all thought about him because his son was safe. Your son ain't safe through any action of yours. So, like I said, with this article, way I don't know exactly the relationship of Corey Williams to the 7 year old. Like I say, he has Jamel's last name. He has Jamel's last name, and the article just says both parents. But I'm thinking that unless we find something else out, I don't know we don't know what's going on. They have a 25-year-old in custody also. They have a 25-year-old in custody, and they said it was enough. They were looking for another one, another person. But I guarantee you, everything's gonna start talking now. And then I looked at the height, cause Corey is 5'10", right? The little guy who jumped out the car with the weapon, he was shorter than 5'10". And Corey is bigger. He's 220, 240. He's bigger than the other guy. That if Corey would have took off chasing Jamal, Jamal would have got away. The way he shook that little guy, the other guy, he would have got away from this big guy. Yeah, this he looked out of shape. Jamal would have got away. Jamal would have got away. So there's what we have. That's what we know at this moment. That the mother and Corey here have been arrested in connection with. That's what they're saying, but we don't see the charges that they've been charged with. And some weird people defending her, talking about she didn't know what was going on. Listen, where were you at? Where were you at? Why ain't we heard from you? Yeah. So there is a thing. There is the thing. I appreciate it. I appreciate the chum, but if you really want to donate, hit the Cash App up. Hit the Cash App up if you want to donate to our cause of feeding those who have to be homeless and providing supplies for children from less fortunate families that'll be going back to school. Y'all hit the Cash App up if you want to do instead of donating where half I don't even get half that money at all. Most of it goes to the tickety talk. Okay. Makes me wonder if the brother shot his gun to make a distraction now. I'm saying, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I found out Jamal was in the custody of his dad, like his mom ain't had custody of him like that. See, and I was saying that, what's up, Goat? When I got this, when I went through this, and I said, well, Jamal's mother's name is Williams, Corey's name is Williams. I figured they were either married or brother and sister. And I was like, they say both parents, so I'm thinking they step parents. But I still think Jamal is a weak piece of shit, the father, at any rate. And I don't know, it's just so many things that just didn't add up. Just didn't add up. Then when I watched them not come out that house until after that Jeep was speeding away, and I'm like, if even if you don't find out that Jamal was involved in it, he's just a weaker piece of shit. Yeah, Jamal is his trouble. All for money. I swear they could have thought of anything better than that. Anything, anything better than that. That's what I'm saying. They could have come up with anything better than that. This is what they do. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. How does a mother traumatize her child like this? How does a mother traumatize her child like this? Somebody make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense. And I'm going to look at this overflow right quick. Yeah. So this is the video. This is the latest video I've done on it. So let's take a listen.
So, I have some
Can y'all hear?
updated information for you in connection with the kidnapping of 7-year-old Jamal White that took place in
Yeah.
Wisconsin on Friday. And remember, I said yesterday he had been found safely, but he hadn't been returned to his parents. Now, when I was talking about this case and we went over the video showing the father running to the house and locking the door, I said something about this just didn't sound right. And we discussed it last night on my live. And we're going to be discussing this update tonight on my live. Let's get to it. One thing I questioned in all of this is why hadn't we heard from the mother, Sharon Williams? Well, Sharon Williams and Corey Williams have been arrested in connection with their son's abduction. And wait till you hear the allegations. Now, I want to go on record as saying I don't understand how Jamal White Jr. is the 7-year-old's name, but the two people arrested have the last name of Williams. Because authorities have arrested the parents of 7-year-old Jamal White Jr. after uncovering what they alleged was a staged kidnapping scheme aimed at
Yeah.
fraudulently collecting donations through a GoFundMe campaign. Yep, you heard me right. The child's mother, identified as 32-year-old Siobhan Williams, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but she's a piece of shit. I don't really care. Also known online as Paris Marie, and a man identified as Corey Williams, who shares her last name, have both been taken into custody. According to law enforcement, the pair are accused of orchestrating the child's
I'll get back
disappearance
to that.
to
They're
solicit
twins.
public sympathy
The brother
and
and the uncle are
financial
twins.
support. Investigators allege that the plan involved falsely reporting Jamal missing, launching a fundraising campaign for his safe return, and then later staging his recovery. Now, I want to point this out about this article.
Listen to this.
This is a picture of Siobhan, but this is not Corey. This is Jamel White, the uncle of Jamal White. And he was arrested the day before when he fired at a car driving slowly past the family resident. This is the mugshot I have been able to find for Siobhan Williams, who is presently in jail with a $10,000 bond. They say charges are pending. They don't have the charges she's charged with yet, but they also have that she's on a hold. And this is the information we've been able to find on Corey Williams, who also seems to be on a hold, even though it says he has a bond of $75,000, and his charges are pending also. Yep, I said something about this didn't sound right. You traumatized your child for a GoFundMe campaign. Yeah, we'll be talking about this more tonight on my live at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, 11 o'clock Eastern Time.
Yeah, promo isn't necessary. Promo not necessary. And that's why I say, right? That's why I say, and I use the ones I use are different from these because I went to the website after I saw this article. You can go to the county jail, the jail there, and you can pull up these files. That's why mine had the one in the video I used. They had the bond amounts. They had bonds amount. Now let me walk through this goat, and you can tell me if I am wrong before you've been on the ground. Let me walk through this as far as I'm understanding it. This right here, this black man right here is Jamel White. His twin brother is Jamal White. And Jamal White Jr. is supposedly Jamal White Sr.'s son. This is the uncle. This is the uncle that was arrested for shooting at a vehicle with searchers in it. All right. Now, this is Sharon Williams. Allegedly, she is the mother of Jamal White Jr. And she was arrested in connection with staging the kidnapping of her child. Now, the article says both parents was arrested, and they go on to talk about Sharon and Corey. So I'm not sure if Corey is a parent or if he's a step parent or a relative. That's my thing. I'm not sure. The article says two parents. I don't think Corey is. He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. He looks more like Jamal. I don't know. Doesn't mean anything in this day and age, I guess. But I'm going with what is right for me most of the time. So Corey is her family. Okay, so I was right. So the article just says two parents, but I didn't like that because it didn't sit right with me. So her family, that's why I say that there are two different pieces of trash individual sides in this story. And Corey and Sharon is that side of the family that staged the kidnapping, and Jamal is the weak ass motherfucker that ran in the house and left your 7-year old out there. And yeah, all of them are trash. All of them are trash. And Corey is, like you said, go. Jamal is probably going to now wind up with full custody of his son. And I don't think that's a good thing either. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think the article got it wrong too, but that's why I pointed it out. I wanted to tell you what the article said, and then I wanted to tell you what I was thinking, because we want to make sure we get on the record of what we did, and that's why I'm saying alleged, because I want to fight right now. Rub's remainder of well, the family tree is confusing me. Maybe I'm tired. The family tree, I think, and then it was like when you see, let's go. Hold on, and just in case you all want to see, let me find it. And then I just want to play this again from last night. Let's look at this again.
And breaking news at 5, new video tonight showing the moment someone kidnapped a Milwaukee boy at gunpoint, sparking a statewide Amber Alert over the weekend. He is safe tonight, but friends and family and police spent nearly 24 hours Friday into Saturday searching for 7-year-old Jamal White. 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is live at the Milwaukee County Jail tonight. And Hannah, police have someone in custody.
Right, Blake, a 25-year-old man is right now in custody here.
The 25-year-old man in custody is not Jamel. Jamel is 27 years old. So that means that his twin, Jamal, is also 27. The 25-year-old man in custody, I guarantee you, was the one that got shook by the little boy at first. I guarantee you, he's legit that got shook. He looked
in connection to this abduction, but police tell me he did not act alone. A terrifying abduction.
That's the 25-year-old. The one running with the child, that's 25-year-old. But look at all this time. Look at all this time. You had time. You done ran in the house. You ain't came back out here like Rambo or anything. You're still in the house. They done snatch your child up and going back to the car. Nothing I'm saying is new. If you were here last night, you heard me say the same thing.
Caught on camera, someone sprinting with 7-year-old Jamal White in their arms, putting him into a white Jeep.
I'm glad he's okay, but it's kind of like, it's like I still can't rest, because who would do something like this?
Anybody gonna tell her? Anybody want to tell her? Anybody want to tell her? And I always, what did I say when this is the aunt? And what did I say? I said, "What the mom? Why are you speaking? Are you the family spokesman? Why is it always focused on you? You're the same one who said it was 4 people, like you said." And this is Jamel's sister. So you said it was 4 people, just like Jamal. Jamal said Jamal or Jamel and Jamal. They're the same. That's their sister. So she the same one that said it was 4 people, while we're looking at a video seeing 2 people.
To a 7-year-old.
This new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan.
I remember all these people. That was the aunt. This is her brother. So that means Jamel is her brother, because this is Jamal driving the car.
And following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway. 2 people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house. The other.
And see, this is how, because I was like, I had to cut somebody out, and they said the little kid knew about it. That little kid didn't know shit. You see the way he was running? That little kid did not know shit. That little kid was scared. That little boy shook him and ran. He was scared. Yeah, he was scared. And that was the problem. This kid has been, you traumatized your child for what? Right. Did you all hear that? Yeah, we're going to hear that too. Y'all going to hear that again too. Because that, when they said that, I said, no. There is, Jamal Jr. is doing no faking.
Chased the little boy down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep.
Do you have answers as to why in the world this happened yet?
We don't have any answers, and I feel like that is what is bothering the family a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. I also want to go on thing and say, your child was kidnapped, and it took 5 hours to get the Amber Alert out, but you already had the information for the GoFundMe ready to go. Is it just me? Is it just me? Or who was thinking about putting together a GoFundMe and my child has just been missing? Who thinking about that? Raise your hands. You got time. You done put a GoFundMe page. He not been missing 24 hours. He has been missing a good... to find out that they had the GoFundMe page up so soon, like you were not anticipating your son coming back anytime soon. You wasn't anticipating him coming back anytime soon. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of us are unsettled.
Unsettled as family is seen running out of the home. The boy.
Y'all were not running out. Listen, you backing up, backing up. I want you to watch this frame. I want you to watch this.
Is bothering the family a lot. I feel like a lot of us are unsettled.
Unsettled as family is.
Now you see how far that Jeep had gotten away by the time they came out that house. And what would have been your first response? What would be your first response? Now, my first response was I was shooting through the door anyway. I was don't laying somebody down. But let's say I didn't have. Let's say you don't have anything that in there to lay anybody down with. What's your first response when I get out to the car? I'm gonna tell you what it's not gonna look like. This.
Running out of the home, the boy's father spotted slamming his arms.
And yeah, that's Jamal. He doesn't look like Corey. So that's Jamal White Sr. That's the weak ass father right there. That's the father that ran out the house. What did the car do to you? What did the car do to you that you had to hit the car? What's the car? The car was what you were supposed to be getting in and following that Jeep. Right, Shay? Get your ass in that car and go look for your son. And it's a white Jeep. Listen, listen. This is why I say this never made sense to me. Because I know people think street people are stupid, right? But if you were staging a kidnapping and you just a white Jeep in broad daylight, a white Jeep in broad daylight. It just had to be, and they say if let's say it was the other side of the family that staged this, right? It's still something wrong with this to me because why would you, as a father, not jump in your vehicle and follow the white Jeep? I don't get it. Like I say, it was like the white. At least it wasn't a white Bronco. Listen, I don't get it. See, last night I was just quiet because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But now I'm nope. I don't get it. I tried listening to y'all. I was like sitting here for hours afterwards, still saying this didn't make no sense. They were trying to have a waist deep movement. Right, right. Yeah, no sense. And I think it's probably going to come out that there was more people involved in this than just those two on that side of the family. Yeah, because this made no sense to me as a father. He is either you're a weak ass individual and you were scared, or you're a weak ass individual and you're in on it. Which one? Pick a struggle. I was on your wavelength last night. I was talking about it at work today. How it didn't make sense. I heard everybody, and then to think, y'all don't know how long I was in the game. I don't think y'all understand it right. Yeah, yeah, and never kidnapped a child. Never kidnapped anybody. Well, it doesn't count. If you're in the game, anything that happens to you doesn't count. Okay? Let's just go ahead and say that. You know the responsibility of your actions. You enter into it willingly. Your child did not enter into it willingly. Your mother is not in it. I didn't go to nobody's house threatening nobody's mama. We didn't do shit like that. None of that. You were the ones we had the problem with. You were the ones that had to explain it. Ain't nobody ever find me the case where we kidnapped somebody's child. Yeah, as a matter of fact, if you would have showed up, calling me, I'm the enforcer. If you would have called me and said, "Hey, Nathan, I need some help. I just kidnapped somebody's child," I'm showing up, all right, and I'm laying you down and taking this child back to where they belong. Yeah, it's like, listen, found the child. He said he lived here. Yeah, I've always been gangster adjacent. Well, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Shay. You know exactly what we're talking about. Ain't nobody, you know, kidnap somebody's kid and call me. What? You started doing the product because you don't, you gonna lost your damn mind. I'm sitting here playing with my kid, and you done kidnap somebody else's kid and think you gonna have some sympathy from me. Oh hell no. What's up, goddess? As much as I want Jamal back with his family because I know that's what he wants, it's not good. And the goat, I'm with you. Until we can sort this out, I hate the idea of Jamal being in CPS custody. I've always hated it. But I have to come to realize sometimes there are some cases where I've had to root for CPS over the parents. This is one of them. I don't know if Jamal, because this is the other thing. Because you staged a kidnapping, and you could best believe, because you remember I said you took him 6 miles away. I said you took him 6 miles away. That sounds like some family shit to me, right? So, how did you plan to get away with this when you gonna stage a recovery when the police talk to Jamal and he tells you I was with my aunt or my cousin all this time? What how you all, that's why I say it's more to it with Jamal's safety for me. Because ain't no way you got me believing that you took this child 6 miles away from home, and I'm sure those are family members that he was found at, or friends or something. It was somebody he knew. So you mean to tell me you took your child there, and you plan to stage your recovery? That somehow you were going to what, talk a 7-year-old into being a part of this plot? Yeah, I don't believe that. I believe. Did I not say custody battle? I don't think this was custody. I don't think she wants. I don't think she wants custody of Jamal either. I think she just did it exactly for why they say she did it, to raise money. Because say this, and I know I can feel some people about to get mad at me, call me all kinds of names right now. But if a system designed to give women custody of children doesn't give you some kind of custody of a child, you are the problem. I said what I said. I said what I said. Yep, you are the problem. No, I think the father had to have, even if he did, the dad had custody. See, she was just trying to jump up. Like, say, she didn't do this. You didn't do this to. You didn't want a lawyer. The dad had custody, and that's a fucked up situation because your dad proved that statement he wrote. I don't care what y'all think, long as my child is fine. Your child not fine because of you. Your child is fine because it was never going to be a violent. You tell you. I better hope I never plan anything like this. The dad got custody when the mom went to jail for murking a person. So the mom has a manslaughter charge. I believe there was at least one more person in the car. I don't. I don't, because he put Jamal in the car, and if that was the case, it should have been, if you were going to do this and another person was involved, that would have been a driver. But the one that pulled the gun was the driver also. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go back. The one who grabbed him jumped out the passenger side. We go back. We got the video right here. The one who grabbed him jumped off the passenger side. The one who, watch this. We got the video. We don't have to do any subjecture.
His bike on the sidewalk, returning from a
Watch.
nearby park.
Watch.
The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their.
Now, the passenger door opens. The passenger door opens. The little young jit gets out of this one. The one that's gonna grab Jamal, he gets out of
driveway. Two people got.
See him when he pulls his pants up? I watch this video a lot. I can tell you everything about this video. Because I want to, when I call somebody a weak ass motherfucker, I want to be able to prove it in receipts. He gets out. The
Got out of the Jeep simultaneously.
other side was the driver got out of the Jeep, and he ran at the father. there is no video, I believe, to this video, but it is to the other video. The dad did not recognize who they were. They were covered. I'm gonna tell you, I know people by the way they walk. When you in the game, there are so many ways to identify people. I don't even have to see your face. I can tell you who you are from behind.
One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house.
And he didn't try to follow him into the house. And I go back to what I was saying. If he wanted to shoot him, he had a perfect opportunity right here to shoot him.
Later blocking the end of their driveway.
Listen.
Two people got out of the Jeep simultaneously.
See that? You see that?
One, who appears to...
If he wanted to shoot him, he could have shot him right there. I don't care. I'm through acquiescing my points from now on. If he wanted to shoot him, he would have shot him right there. That's when I knew something was wrong. When you didn't shoot him and you rather take a 7-year-old, and yeah. This is not white van territory, people. This is not white van territory. This was screaming something wrong. A person can't be wearing a mask and I can tell who they are. Right, go. Right. I can tell by the way you walk. Just like if I knew that little jit that pulled up his pants, I could have told you. If I would have known him, I would have known him. I've seen too many. My nephew walks like that. I could tell you that's my nephew. I could tell you by the footsteps they make. So when this little jit got shook, I know he young. I knew he was young. And if I would have known him, I would have known him no matter what kind of mask he had on. Yep. What's up, Robert? How you doing, Robert? So, all right. We're going to leave this. When I get some new information, I'm going to come back and talk about it some more. Look, I'll be on this because this is horrible. That a 7-year-old has been traumatized by this. A 7-year-old has been traumatized by this. I got 9 minutes. I want to spend the last 9 minutes talking about something right quick. Now, I do.
No, it's.
I know I got to do a little get some political stuff out the way. Listen, I want to give you all a quick rundown right quick. Because today Donald Trump called his supporters stupid. I want you all to run with this. Y'all always want to run with something, and I want you to run with this. Listen, we got marching orders. People always ask me what we need to do. These are your marching orders for dealing with maggots right now. Maggots, maggots. I want you to ask them one question. Y'all okay with your Lord and Master calling y'all stupid? The ones that are into the Epstein file? Y'all okay? Yeah. Yeah, let's get it. I'm glad you asked.
I call it the Epstein hoax. Takes a lot of time and effort. Instead of talking about the great achievements we've had, a great gentleman yesterday, as you know, went on CNBC and he made the statement that Trump may go down as the greatest president of all in the United States. And instead of talking about the things we've achieved, we've had tremendous achievement. They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously had some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years ago. I'd rather talk about the success we have with the economy.
He died 6 years ago, but who's counting?
Things we've done, including the Middle
East.
Who's
counting?
I mean, you see it. Instead, they want to talk about the Epstein hoax. And the sad part is it's people that are really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people. Yeah, go ahead.
You heard him. The people who are chasing down the Epstein files, his own supporters, he said they're stupid people. Said they're stupid people. So, yeah, we love it. Isn't that next time? Yes. But, okay, this is the other thing I want to understand, because he's also trying to say he's putting this off on the Democrats. And I realized listen, y'all know how I feel about the Epstein files. Um, and y'all know how I feel about people who do things to children. So I'm not looking for I'm not looking for those missing who come out to find out there 3 minutes of video, and I'm not looking for them. Not looking for them. Whoever was on them, they did good. As a matter of fact, if I find them, I probably would give them a reward, right? And probably the victims' families that don't have to be dragged to court will give them a reward too. I'm not looking for them. But let's do some fact checking, right? In 2005, when Epstein was originally arrested in Florida and given the sweetheart deal of 10 months, who was president of the United States? I know a lot of y'all. George Bush Jr. was president. So that wasn't a Democrat in office then. In 2019, when Epstein was arrested on the federal charges, was in jail, and the 3 minutes of video is missing, and he wind up dead, who was president at that time? Who was over the federal department? Thank you. Thank you, Amy. He was president. So all this gaslighting he doing that Democrats had this and they had that. No, they got it after your Justice Department had it in 2019. I don't know. Do you all realize Epstein investigation has been going on since 2005? Since 2005, because he was given a sweetheart deal to serve 10 months. Then he continued to do what he did, but the original investigation that led to his conviction was in 2005. The new investigation that happened in 2019 was under the Trump administration. So when you say Democrats had it, it is a hoax by Democrats, that's funny to me. It's funny. Now, I believe there is no list. Epstein didn't keep a list, but you know what there is? And I hope they never see the light of day, because the fact that this is the trade-off I'm willing to make this trade-off. This is me personally. Now, I'm not I want you all to really get on MAGA supporters, but I don't think they're going to find them because I think they're gone. But there's a whole set of DVDs that are part of this investigation in 2019 when Epstein's penthouse was raided. Yeah, there's DVDs of acts that probably, just like, Puff, they're DVDs. And some of these victims are on the DVDs, and some of the people that victimized them are on the DVDs. But I don't trust this administration with that information. I don't trust this administration with that information. And you're not going to change my mind about that. Because more than this administration is going to go after the rich and powerful white men that are in these videos, they're going to victimize the victims that were in those videos, and MAGA supporters are going to believe they have a right to talk to them. Obviously, there are a lot of people that didn't come forth. There are a lot of people that were victimized that didn't come forward. And regardless of how you feel about it, that's their right, because they understand that this administration, these people from 2019, this administration now, are not going to care about them. They're just going to use them as cannon fodder to think they're going after people. And the rich people in those videos are never going to get serve the justice they need unless somebody wants to join me. But I digress. Can't say that on social media. 4 minute warning, GCPR. Hard to say on here. You're right, Amy. I try my best. I think it's something maybe with one of his kids. I don't, if I'm gonna say this. This is just a case for me, knowing how victims of his own assault cases have turned out. You know, when was the last time you seen E. Jean Carroll? And she won. She won. Just think what it took her to do that. And now we have people that at the time that they were victimized were children. And they've had to live with that, probably therapy and everything. And then we're just going to open this back up 20 years later. And because MAGA supporters are going to believe they have a right to know everything, All they need to know is I'm serious. All I need to know is the person in the video that was the perpetrator. I don't need the DVDs speak for themselves. It's not just him. Normally he just spins it. There's something more. He's acting weird. He's acting weird, so I know it's something more. But my idea is, I, I know, I know, I know I'm going to be mad at me because people think I'm insensitive to the victims. No, I'm very sensitive to the victims. But I also think the way to handle it is to disrupt this entire system by making it cave in on itself. If these MAGA supporters that they fed this bitch, see, they don't realize, and I think it's funny to watch that they don't realize the same MAGA supporters that they fed all these QAnon conspiracy theories to are the same people. They're still the same. They're still the conspiracy people. They're still looking for the deep state. And now, if we can turn that around and show them that this administration is part of the deep state, they will turn on them. And I know it's not the perfect trade off, but it's the trade off we get. Where is that symptoms episode about him supposed to come true? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's funny to hear that, but yeah, I'm sure Seth MacFarlane is not a prophet. It's like you can predict activities. Just there are a lot of shows like that that we don't talk about because they didn't get it right, but they tried. Um, they already are like crazy. The crash outs are crazy. Right. Good night. What's up, DJ? It's all yours. All yours. DJ, you better be. You better send Reese a thank you card because she be on it. I'll be continuing to talk and forget all about you sitting there waiting. But GCPR, y'all have a good night and or good morning whatever time it is where you are. Good day, and I'll see you tomorrow on the same Wakanda station, the same Black Panther time. Peace out. All right, Reese. Oh, hold on. All right, Reese, I'm clear. Yeah, Reese has to remind me because I will leave the station going and to get up from here and go do a lot of other things, come back hours later and it's still going. I was like, ooh, glad I wasn't doing anything in the background weird because y'all be unheard. But there's a chicken McNugget out there that will someday find a spot to get lodged in. Right. It seems to me that they're trying to cover this up. So I say release these files. I, like I say, I say release. I don't care about the files. Just I hope they don't release. I just don't want these DVDs to see the light of day. And I say that because I'm not thinking about protecting the rich people in them. I'm thinking about the victims that are in them, and they're going to destroy their lives. They're going to destroy their lives because they're not going to leave well enough along just to say, "Hey, this is an underage person." They're going to be like, "We need to get them before Congress and have them testify and make sure we need to know everything." No, you don't. See, I have a different sense of justice than a lot of people do. I noticed that a lot of people. All I need once I find the truth, I think we should. I just think we should handle it totally different. I don't think I have to victimize victims to do it. As a matter of fact, I would only allow the DVDs to come through of the victims that have already spoke out. That's all you need. What more do you need than that? You don't need all of them with the same perpetrator in them. Yeah, you have I can think of three of the victims that have came out already that people didn't believe. All they need to come out and say, here's the DVD, here they are, and this is it, and let's go. And then film at 11. Film at 11. And by film at 11, I literally mean film at 11, funeral at 11:30. Greetings. Charlie Clerk is like the propaganda machine. They tell him what to say. Hey, listen, Charlie Clerk changed his tune so fast once he got that phone call from Donald Trump. I was like, man, at least Candace Owens didn't change her tune that fast. And don't think I'm speaking up for Candace Owens. She can get it too. But she didn't change her tune. Charlie Clerk Charlie Kirk sounds just like a little. Hey, Bella, you all right back there? Yeah, Bella's all right back here, y'all. Bella's all right. She's all right back there. She's like, y'all want to see? Y'all see it? You see her? She all right. She all right. He really does. And there are a few you watch. They all say the same. A few key. Alex Jones is mad as hell. Alex Jones is mad as hell. Alex Jones is finna throw in his lot with Elon Musk. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know. I am. The thing about it is, I hate this is the issue. I hate that this is the issue. But it's the issue we have. And Democrats are finally doing something when they're pushing for the Democrats. I don't listen. Democrats don't care about Epstein files any more than they did what during the election. They don't care. But at least enough of them have gotten together and realized this will destroy. This will. I don't know. I will say this is the best chance you have at disrupting the MAGA base. I don't even know if it's going to work because there are too many people that are falling in line. Too many people falling in line. I don't know if it's going to work, but this is the best chance you have. They didn't get bent out of shape about Medicare. They didn't get bent out of shape about all these other things. But this is the bridge. This is the point they're seeming to want to burn the bridge over. If Democrats fail at this, if Democrats fail at this moment, right, when it's literally being handed to them on a platter, I'm roasting them every day I'm on my show. I'm a roast Democrat. I'm a roast Hakeem Jeffries every day I come on. I'm going to start my monologue roasting him. If they let this fail, he's going to throw Bundy under the bus for sure. I don't think so. I think before he throw Bundy under the bus, who he going to replace her with? Listen, who he going to replace her with? Gene Shapiro? No. Matt Gates? No. Who? Dems better hire security on Gazelle. Listen, listen. Listen. As quiet as it kept, you right. I don't really think it's going to work. Like you said, a lot of them are falling in line. I don't think if we allow them to, if we allow the high profile influencers to keep dictating, yes, it's not going to work. But if Democrats keep sounding the alarm and reminding them that, hey, you all been hoodwinked. I'm not leaving it up to Charlie Clerk to carry the message. I'm saying that Democrats have to do their part. That's why I'm doing my part. That's why I made the video. That's why I made the video. I got another video I'm gonna make. I'm making a video with this video. Are you all going to let your Lord and Master call you all stupid? We got to do our part. And y'all know I don't even like this situation, but I'm willing. This is like literally taking one for the team to point out to maggots how stupid they are. It always also. Oh, the attorney in here. What's up, attorney? What's good? What's good? I'm just in here. Um, I'm just in here trying to get some strategy points on how to remind maggots that they're being called stupid by their Lord and Master about the Epstein files. Like I say, I've stated, everyone stated. So when y'all see me out here doing it, understand you all know my point. Y'all know how I actually feel. Don't be saying in my comment section talking about I said something different in my live than I said in this video. I'm gonna cuss you out and block you. I'm on a mission. Sometimes you just gotta go on a mission. I've told you the mission parameters, and let's get it. Yeah, I don't care. It ain't got to make sense. If it jives a wedge between MAGA and this is the best wedge we got in a long time, what we waiting on? And I want Democrats to stop trying. And then we got other Democrats trying to explain how this is. And I say, I don't need you to explain it to them. I need you to feed into their flames. I need you to feed into their insecurities. What is wrong with these people? Laura Loomer is out here doing the damn thing for you, and you're trying to calm down. No. Here you go, Laura. Have some more. Yeah. He keeps calling them stupid and they stay. Right. And I'm just going to keep pointing it out. So the next time MAGA supporter come in here, I want you all to feel free to join the conversation of, hey, I'm not calling you stupid, but Donald Trump, and I will cue this up. We will stop whatever we're talking about and cue this up for him. Say, listen, he called y'all stupid. Oh, I know. How do you feel? Look, we're going to go into analyze mode. We're going to break it down. We're going to commiserate with them. We're going to say, y'all need to do something about this. You never seen Biden call Democrats stupid, did you? You never seen Kamala. You never seen Kamala call Democrats stupid. This man called his base stupid. Y'all put him in power. He just called y'all stupid. That's the only narrative I want. I don't want you all correcting me either. Y'all understand? Do we understand the assignment? When the MAGA supporters come in here, because they will, they're going to be bent out of shape about something I said. I'm going to acquiesce to them and just say, but let me show you something. Let me just show you something. We're going to make sure how they feel about the Epstein file. We're going to feed into their insecurities, and then we're going to turn them loose on each other. That's all. Remember that scene in The Hangover when dude said, you are literally too stupid to insult? That's it. So we're going to treat them. We're going to be insulting them in a way that they're not going to understand, and we're going to turn them loose on their own. I want to see them cannibalize. If nothing else, let me tell you something. I'm not trying to bleed off 50%. I just need 7 to 8%. I need 7 to 8% of them to stay their asses at home during the midterms. I think, see, that's what Democrats don't realize. They be shooting for the back of the park. I only need to make it to first base. I only need to make it to first base to change the whole outcome of the midterm. Since all these people that are sitting out don't have a plan, this is my plan. And I think it has a possibility of working? It's better than doing nothing. I tell you that. I guarantee you this is better than doing nothing. Yep. Most of the time when you see your enemies fighting, you just sit back and let them fight. They need some help. They need some help. They want to impress us anyway. See, that's another thing. They want us to come over to their side. All we have to do is be like, well, I don't know if I don't know. I don't like my leaders calling me stupid, but I don't know if that's a bridge too far. That's a bridge too far. They got a video. They got a wide open layup where they're about to kick. Listen, I know it. I know it, attorney. I know it. And that's why the independents. That's why we got to take it upon ourselves. We can't depend on the Democrats to do the right thing. They're gonna find a way. People don't realize the congressional power you have as a senator or a representative. That even if it's not about passing bills, guess what you can always do? You can always get on somebody's news program. You can get on somebody. If I would be like Pete Buttigieg right now, I would go on Fox News. I would go on Fox News and be like, listen. I can see how we could have some points in common that maybe we could work on, but I can't get past the fact that your Lord and Savior would call me stupid if I joined you all. That'd be my whole spiel. That'd be my whole spiel. I'd be like, I don't know if I can get past this. I'm not sure that, you know, Donald Trump might be part of the deep state. I would be sowing seeds. If Democrats understood the assignment, they supposed to be all over the news media right now. So with that thing, Pete Buttigieg, I loved him for going on Fox because he could. He was one of the few people who could. They couldn't tell. It's something about being openly gay in America with a backbone that you like. What's the worst you gonna do? I was bullied in high school. You think you could do worse than that? I can fight now. It's like you don't care. Just here to what's up? No one can debate him on Fox. He be eating them alive. He be eating them alive on Fox. He was one of the few people I made the exception for and say yes, he can handle it. He can handle it. It's not that I don't say. It's like I know my family be like, don't play with your food. It's because let's be honest, not many people are good at it. Pete Buttigieg is intelligent enough and charismatic enough that he had them second guessing themselves. I remember he shook Jesse Waters so bad. He shook Jesse Waters so bad, I was clapping. Yeah, I was clapping. Oh man, thank you for the crane. Thank you. Thank you. But as I say, if you really want to help me, this would help much more because we wouldn't have to split it with TikTok and it could go directly to those who happen to be homeless and the children that are in need of supplies. So that's all I got for tonight. Like I say, we will be keeping up with any more things that come out of Jamal. Oh, I want Crumb Snatcher. Crumb Snatcher. Big Crumb Snatcher. What a big Crumb Snatcher. Crumb Snatcher. Blonde head, come. What my the blonde head. Come show him your hair. Come show him your hair. Come here. Come here. The Crumb Snatcher just turned 14, you all. And I have decided that I have to live forever now. And I'm looking into cybernetic parts. I'm looking at life extensions. And yeah, I'm looking into all that. She's 14. I want y'all to see the hair. I want you all to see the hair. Turn around. It don't matter. Turn around. Don't no face, because I don't have to beat nobody up. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come over some. Uh, you see this? You see this? You see this? I am going to be yeah. Yeah, I'm posting up at school. Why? I'm posting up at school. Listen. Yeah, I'm posting up at school. I need you gonna get a new person killed every week. Listen, listen, and it looks good. I wish I could. Some of y'all have seen the pictures, but I wish I could share pictures. But also am violent on, and I'll be hunting people down on social media. So I do that to keep other people safe. But I remember she's 14, y'all. She's 14. 14. What is this? The 90s. The theme was, and you could tell it's like, oh, the theme was I love TikTok. They have amazing skincare. The theme was I like old movies, right? I like the Betty Davis, the I love the acting of it. I love the look of the black and white era with Dorothy Dandridge and Lena Horne. I love that stormy weather. So the theme was that throwback to that. So that's why she had the blonde hair. And it's like, and then she liked it. She liked it. So that works. And she only gets to keep it until cheerleading season starts. She only gets to keep it to cheerleading start because, I don't want to have to go up here and cuss the school out because they like, "Oh, they can only have natural hair color." I was like, you all think y'all have the market cornered on blonde hair? But that's another. They grew up so fast. Damn, I know. I just remember a whole thing behind in my arms. Now they're Hollywood attitude. Listen, listen. I don't get attitude. I would tell you. That's one thing they know. It's like, yep, not T. He's like, we can't give attitude to him because he will turn us upside down. 30? Yeah, my oldest is 33. My oldest, the first generation is 33. All right, you all. We're going to get out of here. Thank you. I just want to share that with you all. Like I say, if you all ever, if you want to donate to the cause, this is the cause. You see the work we do. Tomorrow, it's Thursday. So I made a mistake of teaching them some of this criminal law and now they're using it against me. That's how it works. That's how it works, attorney. And you can't not teach them. Because I always tell people, you know who Cubs first try themselves against? The Lion King. They try against the King. And so we got to let them. We got to let them. I'm preparing them for the world. All right? So y'all have a good one. Peace, love, hair grease, and all those things associated with. We're going to get out of here. First, we're going to say goodbye to